what's up, you guys? Oh, this is a different setting for a Monday morning, isn't it? Yes, it is. And just as I'm starting to talk to you guys, look, it's starting to rain, and that's good because, man, this car is filthy. I know I hadn't washed this joker in at least 2.5 months. At least, you guys. And this is my newest car. You can see the pollen all on the hood. Oh yeah, so the pollen is definitely falling because my hood is black, but it's looking a little yellow right now. Yeah, man. So I'm actually on my way to a dentist appointment. My little 6-month, I guess, cleaning and checkup or whatever, and I'm running a little late because I had to do something extra this morning. And yeah, I sort of had to pedal to the metal, you guys. And of course, I passed a sheriff. And as soon as got good in sight, I seen the blue light special. I said, oh no, 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 no. And of course I noticed him. And as soon as the lights came on, I hit the brakes, you guys. I hit the brakes and I pulled over because I knew I was speeding. So I'm sitting on the side of the road like, Lord Jesus, please don't let him give me a ticket. And of course he ran my plates and everything and came up to the car. He said, I gave him my license. Well, actually, he asked me before he got to the car, are you Terrell Spivey? And I was like, yeah. And he said, why are you speeding this morning? I said, I got a dentist appointment at 8 o'clock. And he said, I already ran your plates and I know the car belongs to you. And he said, I'm gonna let you go. Oh, hallelujah. Man, I'm still rejoicing, you guys. And hey, see, I shared a video with you on my YouTube community part of the page with you about, you know, respecting and submitting to governing authorities. Now, see, if I would have been, you know, if I'd have kept driving as if I wasn't speeding or, you know, trying to give them a hard time, I'd have had to take it, you guys. And yes, this was a white sheriff. Listen, I already told you guys, it's the society these days are trying to make things about race. It's not, everything is not about race. Some things may be, but everything is not about race, okay? If you just submit and obey, then you won't have that problem. But anyway, he said, yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Cause I told the truth and I did what was right. You know, so I thanked him so much. I said, God bless you, sir. And of course, now I'm doing 55 and it's 7:55 and I still got probably about maybe 7 more minutes to go. So I'll be late. I don't mind. I'll be late. Look at that Bobcat up there. It's got the brush cutter on it. That's a good way to get some banks cut. But I was just thinking too about how he said I didn't have to chase you down. Cause like I said, I got right on the brakes, you guys. He probably turned around and had to drive maybe 50 feet. Hey, so that might be a tip for some of you. If you know you're in the wrong, just go ahead and pull over real quick. And there's another sheriff. God bless you too, sir. I'm in a good spirit. Now, let me make sure that I do 45. I guess there's just blue light specials everywhere this morning, huh? I don't know what's going on here, but this is definitely my turn. Well, anyway, guess I gotta wait on him. I'll be a few minutes later. This would be my true excuse. This would be my true excuse why I'm late. I'm acting like my mouth is hurting and everything. I'm joking. That was a smooth appointment. They said everything was good, thank God. And like my neighbor there, my neighbor Leo. I tell you that young man stay on the road. We coming up on this guy cleaning this ditch bank again. He getting it in with that Bobcat and that brush mower. That's what you need on a hill like that, man. As you can see, it's starting to rain a little bit. I need to clean my windshield. Where's my windshield wiper thing at? Man, crusty windshield. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Well, anyway, I'm doing 55. I'm doing 55 back home. I'll tell you, I learned after a while. I'm sort of bad for speeding. I ain't gonna lie. But I was definitely speeding this morning. Trying to get to the appointment on time. But anyway, we headed back home, and then we going on to work. I can imagine Dan has probably gotten a good bit ahead of me disking, so I'm gonna have to play catch up chiseling. But anyway, I guess if I don't think of something else I gotta say on the way back, we'll see you back in the tractor. What do we have here, you guys? I said, let me show them this before I go in the house. I had to get some syrup, and I said, well, wow, Dollar General still has Aunt Jemima syrup on the shelves. I thought with all the foolishness that's going on in the world, they were supposed to have been taking it off. Now, y'all know how I feel about all the foolishness that's going on in this world. Why would you change the name of this syrup? Really? Really? What is that gonna do? I mean, oh Lord, don't get me started. But anyway, so I still got a little bit of syrup in the refrigerator from the old Aunt Jemima bottle. Now I have this bottle, so I can have two antique bottles in case they really have taken it off the shelves. Lord have mercy. So you guys, we made it to the tractor, and Dan told me that he did some chiseling for me, I guess, so I don't be so far behind. But man, it's a little chill this morning. Like in the 40s, you guys. It was just almost 80 yesterday. Oh my goodness. And I had started uploading part 2 from the beaver dams when I was on my way to the dentist, and that joker got to 96%, you guys. It got to 96%, right? And when I got here, where I got bad service at, it's now saying, my phone is now saying that it's gonna take 2 hours to finish uploading the video at 96%. And the video is only 27 minutes long. Crazy. I can assume that you have already seen it by the time you see this video, but the struggle is real, you guys. The struggle is real. I don't know, it won't focus, but anyway, it's at 97% uploaded, and it's gonna take 2 hours remaining. I don't know if you can see that. It's blurry. I'm telling you, the struggle is real, you guys. That's why I be going to Walmart and to the gas station. Well, you guys, we've been adjusting the speed in here because I'm no longer doing, what was it? I think I was doing 5.6 Friday. Dan said I can run a little faster, so I'm doing about 6.3. And as you can see, well, actually you can't see, it's stirring up some good dust now. You can't really see nothing behind you now. We actually got a little bit of rain. I think it was Saturday night, but it's a little dusty, you guys. And so I'm in 10th gear, running about 6.3 miles an hour. I guess Dan in the other tractor was thinking that 11th gear was about 6.3, but that 7210, I think it's got 23 gears. So it's got more gears than this tractor. This one only has 18, so I guess it's geared a little different. So I think we found the sweet spot now. Probably can't see the speed there, but that's 6.3 to 6.5 at 2,000 RPM. 10th gear. It's got the power bar fluctuating pretty good there. Let's see, it's drinking about 13.3 gallons per hour. So it's drinking a decent amount there. It's dusty in front too, you guys. Oh yeah, you guys, Dan changed the height at which the 3-point hitch picks up the chisel plow. That way it doesn't pick it up as high, and when I go to let it down after making the turn, it won't have as far to go, and I won't be as far in the field, which will result in less inroads, because we don't want a whole bunch of inroads with the chisel plow. So that helps out with the little issue of it not going down fast enough. About to make this first pass in this field. I like to try to make it as straight as possible on that first round. Of course, whenever you chisel plowing, like Dan said, it's a little more forgiving than when you're ripping. When you're ripping them rows for the corn, you got to be online. That's why it's got road markers on the ripper. This don't have road markers. You can get squirrely with this a little bit, but you wanna stay straight with that ripper. Hey, I was thinking, I said, you know, Dan be getting me right. Hey, he be getting me right with the settings and stuff. But there's one thing, you guys. I can't get Dan to come out to the beaver dams with me. Hey, shh, don't tell him I said that. That's between me and you. The other thing about making that first pass along the woods, you gotta watch for that thing pulling up roots. Now this don't pull up roots as bad as the ripper, because it don't go as deep as the ripper, but I caught it earlier. Well, actually I didn't catch it earlier because I was making the first pass along some trees, and I think it got some roots hung on it and it drug up. So I'm looking back there now, and there's a few I might need to get off and take off before I go back down the field. Yeah, let me do that. Go pull them off so that it don't leave a hump in the rows. I know I ain't put you in park. Let me put it in park. Man, there's quite a few little roots there. Let me throw my gloves on. Yeah, they'll get hung up there every now and then when you get close to the woods. Now, you definitely don't want stuff like this hung up when you're ripping, because it'll dig out of place where the ripper goes, and then that's not good for the planter. Whenever Dan come behind me with the planter, you want it to be nice and even going across there. But this is the one here that had quite a bit of root system on it. Oh, that looks better. Oh, got to get one more there. Okay, good to go. Man, them points are getting sort of wore out quick. Man, I'll have to change them soon, I guess. Got you on the headband for a second here. I said I'll show you what I gotta do whenever I turn around. Of course, we bouncing around. You might get seasick from all the bouncing. But anyway, that's the throttle there. So I'll throttle down, slow it down, click that button once, and that'll pick up the 3-point hitch. And I get on the brake just a little bit, enough to take it out of 4-wheel drive, because I got the auto 4-wheel drive on. That'll help it to turn better. And of course, I just click it back down, and that lets the lift back down. And throttle it back up. I hadn't been dropping a gear because like I said, since we changed the height in which the lift picks up, it doesn't pick up as high, so it doesn't have as far down to go whenever I'm turning around, so I can keep a decent speed while I'm turning around without getting too far out in the field. So yeah, so I'll show you that real quick. I ain't gonna keep you on the headband long because you'll be seasick after a while. We bouncing, we bouncing. That's another reason to keep the side of the field mode, so you don't be running all out in sapling trees and stuff. Yeah, so I'm doing these inroads now, and there's definitely a lot of roots on this end. I'm not even getting as far over as where he dissed to try to stay out of some of the roots, because we ain't gonna be planting peanut rolls all the way that close to the woods anyway. And then this end of the field also, the water washes out bad on it. You probably can't tell the way it's sloped, but this end right here is much lower, and it always usually has a washout in it. He probably, yeah, he dissed the washout out. There's a creek in the woods there, or through the woods. Guess I can speed up now that I'm not on that first pass. I always like to go slow, so it'll pull through it and break the roots loose instead of tearing up the implement. If you go slow, it'll pull through it and break it if it's not too strong for it. Now I'm on another end. I believe one pass on this end, and it's not really an end, it's just a side of the field that was uneven. It's the far side of the field that was uneven. But I think this one pass will knock this out. And it's wet right here too, so we won't have no roads all the way close to the woods here. Pick up. I think I will put one end pass right here in this little section. Bring it back around to the regular roads. Pick up back where I left off on this side of the woods. Gotta hit these inroads, and being that I make 3 passes on the ends, I gotta go to the opposite end that I want to exit the field on. So I want to exit the other end, but I need to start down here so that when I get on that 3rd pass, I can be on the other end. Is you make 1 pass down that way, and then you come back this way, and then you go back that way, and you can leave out. So that's why I had to drive down here so I can start down here. making our last pass on this end, and we'll be done with this field. And of course, it's still early, but I'm about to wrap this video on up because it's already been a long video. And I don't need to make it any longer. So, before I go, you guys already know earlier, like I said, I got pulled over because I was speeding, and I knew I was speeding. So, hey, I immediately got on the brakes and pulled over, and the cop, he let me off because he said he didn't have to come after me, and he knew the car was mine, and I was respectful. I mean, you know, if you just simply submit and don't put up no argument, especially if you don't know whether or not you were speeding or whatever the case is. But anyway, I want to leave you with these scriptures real quick. Romans 13, verses 1 through about 5 in the New Living Translation. It says, everyone must submit to governing authorities, for all authority comes from God, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by God. So if anyone rebels against authority, it says, so anyone who rebels against authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and they will be punished. For the authorities do not strike fear in people who are doing right, but in those who are doing wrong. Would you like to live without fear of the authorities? Do what is right, and they will honor you. And the authorities are God's servant sent for your good. But if you are doing wrong, of course you should be afraid, for they have the power to punish you. They are God's servants sent for the very purpose of punishing those who do what is wrong. So you must submit to them, not only to avoid punishment, but also to keep a clear conscience. So you guys, I just encourage you, man, don't fall for the hype in today's society. People ain't really out to get you. If we do what's right, you know, our conscience will be clear. And of course, like I said, there are some people who abuse authority, but I believe that most people use their authority in the right way. So, you guys keep encouraged. You guys stay blessed. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.